Go ahead. Turn it up. It's the Record Machine Show with your host, Jimmy Howe.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Smoking Snakes, bassist Andy Delarge.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Andy?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
What's the weather like there today?
Oh, it's a really nice... Oh, it was nice weather. Not anymore.
You're from Sweden, right?
Yes, Gothenburg.
Very cool.
So, yeah, but now it's cloudy. It was quite sunny like 1 hour ago, but now it's not nice anymore.
Yeah. Now, you lived in Sweden your whole life?
No, actually, I'm from Brazil.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
I moved to Sweden 6 years ago, I believe. Yeah, 6 years.
Nice. How's the music scene there? Is it good, the music scene?
Where, in Brazil?
In Sweden?
Oh, no, yeah. Sweden is really nice. Lots of cool bands, which makes it even harder for a band because it's so much competition all the time.
Wow.
In a good way, but yeah, the standards here it's very high. So there is no space for amateurs, I would say.
Tell me about your musical background. When did you first get involved in music?
Yeah, it was in high school.
Hmm.
A friend, he became my best friend until today. He was, I remember one day he asked me, what do you think about Guns N' Roses, Bon Jovi? I was like, what's this? And he was like, okay, I need to show you some things. And then he started showing me like Poison, Guns N' Roses, Bon Jovi. It was beginning of the 90s,
Right.
91.
Hmm.
So that changed my life completely. I was almost become a. I was quite young, but I was playing football, and I was going to play for a very big football team in Rio, and I just decided to not play football anymore, just buy a guitar, doing some tattoos, let my hair grow. So it changed my life completely.
Wow. Very cool. Now, who were some of your biggest musical influences, would you say?
I would say that hair metal era in the from the 80s, like Motley Crue, Poison, W.A.S.P, definitely.
Uh huh.
Uh, yeah, and until today, I listen to the same bands, or at least the bands with the same style. Because after that, of course, I discovered bands like Bonfire from Germany. Babylon EG, you name it. It's my background. That's exactly what I like to listen.
Nice. Let's talk about the band. Who are the members and what role do they play in the band?
Yeah, actually, I'm the bass player. I started the band with Brett Martin, the singer. Now we have Stan Ricci on the drums and Leo Reiser on the guitar, the lead guitar.
And when did you guys form?
It was June of 2002, so we soon will have 2 years as a band.
Wow, that's a pretty long time. That's great. Now, can you tell me the story behind the band's name? How did you come up with the name Smoking Snakes?
Yeah, it's World War, the Second World War in Brazil. At that time, they start saying that was easier. A snake starts smoking than the Brazilian government sent the army to the war. I think you have something similar in US when you say, "Oh, if the pigs can fly,"
Right.
it's yeah, it's the same. But then when the Brazilian government decide to send the army to the war, then the people start saying, "Oh, now the snake will smoke," and that the soldiers they take them for themselves and they start calling themselves the smoking snakes.
Interesting. That's very cool.
Yeah, and I see lots of people sometimes they asking me, but why this stupid name, you know? And then when I tell this story, they're like, "Wow, it's a cool name." When they know the story.
Right. Yeah, because when you first see it, you think to yourself, well, what do they mean by that? And then
Exactly.
when you hear the history behind it, it makes a lot of sense, and it's actually pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. There a story in Italy as well about the three Brazilian heroes, and the band Sabaton did music for the three Brazilian heroes called the Smoking Snakes, and it's if I'm not wrong, in the south of Italy, a city called Montes. They every year they sing the national Brazilian anthem in Italy to celebrate the smoking snakes.
Wow, interesting. Yeah, so
Yeah,
people are going to learn a lot when they listen to this episode. The story behind the name Smoking Snakes. Very cool story. Now, your debut album titled Danger Zone. Can you talk about that a little
hmm
bit?
about the title.
About the album in itself. You guys are signed to Frontiers, correct?
Yes, correct. Yeah, when me and Brett we decide to start the band, we had some ideas, some musics already. So We had basically half of the material done when we started the band, to be honest. So it
Oh,
was, yeah. And then we decided to the other songs start working together on them. And it was just, I have a small studio at home that we start working on these songs. And it was quite easy. It was just record everything, like demos. It was not perfect, of course, but then just to show the other guys that's how you should play the songs or learn the songs and play on your way. So it was quite fast, I would say.
nice. Now, is track sequence important when you put together an album?
Yeah, definitely. It's very important because I'm from a generation that you used to listen the whole album and not only singles. You didn't have Spotify. Just oh no, I have my play. No, it's the you used to listen to the whole album, and the sequence was very important. So for this album, I remember when we record the album, we get some of the recordings just to listen before the mix, and then I start thinking about the order, and it was just sent to Brett. And what do you think about this order? So yeah, it was very important. It was something we thought about it.
Yeah, you want to pull that listener in with that first track and keep it going, right? Till the very last
Yeah,
song.
exactly. It's like a movie, you know.
Right.
You don't put the movie at the end of the movie in the middle
Or
or
the
the start
beginning.
of the. Exactly, it doesn't make any sense.
This podcast will feature two tracks from this release, Soul
Mhm.
Survivors and Run for Your Life. What's the story behind those two songs?
Yeah, Run for Your Life. Brad wrote it before we met, actually. So I'm not really into it, but Soul Survivors, in the other hand, it I wanted the song to be the new Dream Warriors from Dokken. You
Nice.
know, I like these horror movies from the 80s and the songs. So I just want to have a song that, if it would be possible, to be on these movies. That's what I was thinking about the song. And of course, we use these instead of Dream Warriors, we have Soul Survivors. And we try to make the lyrics telling another story, I would say, not like a scary movie, but using the title to say something else. It so survivors. It doesn't matter what kind of fight you're fighting right now, but it just in the end you survive. That's the main idea. If you have some problems now, um, it doesn't matter in the end if you survive. That's the message about this song.
Yeah, it's a great song. I've listened to the album a couple of times leading up to today. I think it's great. It reminds me of like you mentioned earlier, your influences like the W.A.S.P and the Motley Crue and the Dokken even, like you just mentioned. It's great. From the first track all the way to the end, I highly recommend Danger
Thank you.
Zone. You're welcome. Now, how do you collaborate with your band members during writing and rehearsal sessions?
Um, yeah, as I told you, it's just me and Brett writing the songs. We decided this from the beginning because from our previous experience, when there's too much people involved, it's really hard to work when it's so much people. So just me and him. Sometimes I come up with some idea I recorded, send to him. Oh, then he says, "Oh, it's nice," and then if you do like this, then he send it back, and then that's the way you work until I have the whole idea recorded, and then he comes here. We live quite close from each other, so he comes here to my studio, and then he record the voice.
Oh,
Since we
nice.
have this, since we have this demo, we just send to the other guys, and they just need to learn the song. But of course, Leo does the song is done, but sometimes he have some ideas for the lead guitar and for the solos, of course. Stan can change the drums and then do his own thing, but the song is basically done that way.
Nice. Now you come up with the music part of it, and then you send it over to Brett, and then he does the lyrics. Correct?
Yeah, but can be the opposite as well. He can come up with some riff, some idea, because he is a good guitar player as well. So he can send to me, and yeah, okay, and then I learn on what do you think about this. It's we collaborate between us all the time. Sometimes with I can write the lyrics or he can write the lyric. It doesn't matter. I would say it's 50% each.
Very cool. Now, what tools or instruments are essential in your songwriting?
Uh, you mean
Like, do you use a piano or an acoustic guitar? Any specific software?
no, no, I just have my guitar with me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Charvel, Warren the Martini signature, of
Nice.
course. Yeah, and I have the Garage Band. That's the only thing I need. And I use it's the bias effects that I use to simulate the amps on my computer. It's the only thing I need actually.
Awesome. Now, what's next for the band? Any upcoming projects or tours?
No. At the moment, our manager is trying to get something, but the thing is, when we release the album, all the gigs seems to be booked already. So we start being booked for next year, and for some festivals this year, we are kind of replacement band in case they have some problem, some band can play, so we go. And the only thing we have been talking now is some tours, some gigs with some other bands from other countries, frontiers bands as well. And I know they're booking some gigs, but only here in Europe right now. And what are you doing as well is taking this free time we're having now
Mm-hmm.
to writing the songs for the second album.
Oh, very cool. Do you have a website that you'd like to promote?
Yeah, we have our Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's our Facebook page, our Instagram as well. Both Smoke Snakes of Sweden and our Bandcamp as well. If you're interested to buy some merch or a signed album, you can go to our Bandcamp.
And now the album Danger Zone, that's available everywhere, right? Like Amazon, and it's on Bandcamp
Yes.
as well if they want to purchase a copy.
Yes, exactly. But on Bandcamp you can buy it signed. Some people prefer signed, so they can find a Bandcamp.
Nice. Now, is there anything you'd like to mention that we didn't talk about today?
Uh, Not really. We are just excited to talk to you. Of course, we are working on the second album. And of course, the message we have been receiving for people all over the world is like it's incredible. It's we don't believe sometimes some people from different parts of the world approaching us to send a message. It's really really nice. So if someone just wants to talk to us, just send us a message and you will reply as soon as we can.
Awesome. Well, Andy, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show today. I really had a great time chatting with you.
I appreciate James. It was cool talk to you too.
And when that next album comes out, I'd love to have you back on and talk about that as well.
Yeah, of course. We don't know yet. We probably start record the album in August.
Okay.
Yes, and I believe it will be only next year, like probably January, February. I don't know. It decides to from Cheers now, you know.
Awesome. Well, we're both friends with each other on Instagram, and I have your email.
Yeah.
So let's stay in touch, all right?
Yeah, of course, of course. Anything you will need, you want, just send me a message.
Awesome. Well, you have a great day, Andy, and I look forward to
You too.
chatting with you in the future, all right?
Yep, of course. Just send me a message and have a nice day.
All right. Take care, brother. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye bye.
Hey, little motherfucker, what are you doing in my town? I gotta burn the bridges. I'm gonna take your life. Hey, little motherfucker, what are you doing in my town? I gotta stick you down, down with my knife. Come on, everybody, come on and scream. Come on, everybody, scream! I'm a killing machine! Run for your life! You better run for your life, but we'll never give up! Run for your life! You better run for your life again! Can you see, can you see, can you see what you have done to me? Look into my eyes, what do you see? I hate you and your sheep friends. That is close enough, close to the end. Yeah! Come on, everybody, come on and scream. Come on, everybody, scream. I'm a killing machine. You better run for your life. I will never give up. You better run for your life again. Run for your life again. Come on, everybody, come on and scream. Come on, everybody, scream. I'm a killing machine. You better run for your life. I will never give up. You better run for your life again. You better run for your life. I will never give up. You better run for your life again.
The Record Machine Show is a weekly radio podcast produced by Jimmy Howell Productions. All rights reserved. For information regarding distribution or adding this podcast to your website, please visit our contact page at therecordmachineshow.com to submit your request. Thanks for listening. See you next time on The Record Machine Show.
The Record Machine Show.